Good evening. My name is Jim Mead, and I'm running for the position of the office of Bloomington Mayor of Minnesota, the fourth largest city in the great state of Minnesota. My family moved to Bloomington in 1969. I graduated from Bloomington Kennedy High School in 1974. I entered the United States Army in 1975, returned home in the spring of 1977, and started college at the at Minnesota School of Business. I also attended Normandale Community College. I have a very supportive wife, Carolyn, of 35 years, 2 sons, Nick and Doug, and 6 grandchildren. I'm past commander of the American Legion Post 550, member of the Bloomington Eagles 3208. I'm retired from the United States Postal Service, which I served as manager for 25 years. I'm also a past member of the Bloomington Lions and have been asked to join the Knights of Columbus. My family are currently members of the Nativity of Mary Catholic Church and serve as Eucharistic ministers. I've also worked in the food and beverage industry during college and also while employed at the Postal Service. I also worked at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota for 10 years. Most of my management positions were in the city of Bloomington. I'll mention a few. Started out at Howard Johnson's, Perkins, Sambo's, and also at the Bloomington Marriott. After gaining lifelong experiences, I started a career with the United States Postal Service. I believe that I can assist and offer my experience to the Bloomington Convention Bureau, working as a past Legion Convention chairman 3 different times. I believe that this is a very important issue for the city of Bloomington and its tax-paying businesses and the citizens of Bloomington. With the train now going through both MSP airports, downtown Minneapolis and downtown St. Paul, and ending at our Mall of America, there could and should be more foot traffic to and from the mall. Our Minnesota citizens and visitors should feel safe and comfortable while visiting the mall and hopefully spending money there. Under the topic of diversity, when you look up diversity in Webster's New World Dictionary, a very simple example is given: difference and variety. I remember growing up in South Dakota and being taught the golden rule by my parents and grandparents. Treat others as you would like to be treated yourself. While attending John F. Kennedy High School in the mid-70s, I became close friends and dated a fellow band member whose great-great-grandfather was Gideon Pond, who, as we know, was an American Presbyterian missionary, clergyman, and territorial legislator. I can only imagine how life was in the early Bloomington during the early 1900s. If you really think about it, in the mid-1980s, it wasn't that long ago. As a member of our Honor Guard in the American Legion Post 550, I would attend the Veterans Day flag ceremonies for many years at each and every Bloomington, Minnesota school with the help of the VFW Post 1296. One of my projects as commander of the Post 550 was to give a new American flag to each schoolroom in the city of Bloomington. Under the topic of affordable housing and homelessness, as a candidate for the office of mayor of Bloomington, Minnesota, this topic is a tough one to say the least. As candidate for only 22 days, I will be asking for feedback for these 2 issues. I realize that city government works with the county, who also works with the state of Minnesota to overcome pressing issues such as affordable housing and homelessness. If the city of New Orleans, Louisiana can stop homelessness after Katrina, then the good citizens of Bloomington, Minnesota can work to help the very less fortunate. I would like to thank the League of Women's Voters of Bloomington for sponsoring this event and the next 2, which are occurring on August 20th and on October 1st, 2015. I look forward to campaigning the next 4 months and meeting with the good citizens of Bloomington. Thank you very much for your time. Please get out and vote on Tuesday, November 3rd this year. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Gene Winstead, and I currently have the privilege of serving as mayor of the city of Bloomington, and I'm seeking re-election. My wife, Debbie, a lifelong Bloomington resident and graduate of Lincoln High School, we have been married for 42 years. We have 3 grown daughters who are married now, and we have 7 grandchildren. We have lived in 2 homes in Bloomington over the course of our marriage. For more than 35 years, I have been engaged in Bloomington civic and government organizations. Organizations such as the Bloomington Crime Prevention Association, the Bloomington Optimist Club, the Bloomington Chamber of Commerce, the Airport Foundation at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, the Bloomington Planning Commission. I've served as a commissioner on the Bloomington Housing and Redevelopment Authority. I served on the Bloomington City Council, and I'm currently mayor. Public service is important to me, doing whatever I can to make this community the best place in which to live and work. We have been asked to address 2 topics. One is affordable housing. Our city has 35,000 housing units within its city limits. 25,000 of them are single-family homes that range in size from small post-World War II bungalows to large luxury homes. It's important that we maintain, through our city's Housing and Redevelopment Authority, the smaller, older homes in our city, keep them in livable condition, because those are extremely affordable homes that anyone can afford from the workforce. Also, if the city is involved in apartment development, we need to provide within those developments single-family and multifamily different units that are affordable. Homelessness. First of all, the city elected officials must be educated and totally aware of the real issues of family homelessness and youth homelessness. Bloomington needs to continue to work in conjunction with organizations like Loaves and Fishes, Veep, Cornerstone, Hennepin County, and local church congregations, and in the case of youth homelessness, Oasis for Youth, to address emergency situations, interim needs, and ultimately reach long-term solutions. The city needs to continue to provide resources and support to ultimately eliminate homelessness in Bloomington. Diversity is a subject we were asked to address. All great cities of all sizes have citizens of many races and cultures. It enriches the lives of all. Bloomington, over the last couple of decades, has seen this change. We've seen many new races and cultures come to our community. It is important that we continue to support the efforts of our public schools, as well as our Community Services Department and our Human Rights Commission, to support all programs that they bring forth in getting people to understand and know the different cultures within our community. I have always promoted and supported all of these activities, but most important, I have, as mayor, have participated in all programs and events to demonstrate that Bloomington is an open and welcoming community, and this is for the benefit of all. As I stated earlier, I've had the privilege to serve as your mayor. During my time in office, Bloomington has achieved great financial stability. This is evidenced by the financial rating agencies. Bloomington has received 3 AAA bond ratings from all rating agencies. Bloomington is one of only 30 governments to receive these ratings out of more than 19,000 governments that are rated. Bloomington provides great services to its residents. We're a safe city with a great police department. We have a great fire department. Our public works department is wonderful. They get the job done when it comes to snow plowing and street repair. And all of these things are just great services provided to the city of Bloomington. Our parks and our programs are used by the entire community. All of these are the types of city property tax supported services. During my time in office serving as your mayor, the city property taxes on a median value home are lowest when compared to the city property taxes on median value homes in every other city in Hennepin County. As mayor, I have experienced and worked on many commercial development and redevelopments. This has provided a very stable and balanced tax base for our city, which helps us stay strong. There are exciting developments and redevelopments to happen soon, and I would look forward to working with them in the future. Bloomington has a great future. Bloomington also has the challenges of an aging and changing city. I would like to work with all of you as your mayor to meet the challenges and enjoy the future of Bloomington. That is why I'm seeking re-election, and I ask for your vote this November. Thank you.